What's up, everybody? Welcome into the CBS Sports College Basketball Channel. I'm your host today, Adam Finkelstein, and we have a live commitment for you from one of the very best long-term prospects in the country, Ralph Scott, a native of Bermuda who is playing at IMG Academy. This is a jumbo 6'8" wing. He is absolutely loaded with upside. Burst onto the scene this summer almost like no other player from the grassroots season. You can see he came out of the summer ranked number 35 nationally, and in a national class that is absolutely loaded on the wing. He's one of the 16 best, number 8 in the state of Florida. 6'7" without shoes on. You put those shoes on, he gets up to 6'8", 190 pounds, and just starting to fill out. Now, I told you about the long-term potential, but take a look at some of these highlights yourself. At 6'7", 6'8", this guy is long, he is fluid, he's athletic, and you can see the ball skills here, the pull-up game. He's showing some shot making it well. And the most exciting part about Ralph is that he is just starting to scratch the surface of his potential. He's got some immense potential on the defensive end of the floor as well. And when you combine those physical tools with the flashes of shot making you're seeing here, this is why so many schools got so excited about him this summer. Ultimately, his list of finalists came down to these schools you see in front of you. He was deciding between the Houston Cougars, Purdue Boilermakers, Texas A&M Aggies, and Tennessee Volunteers. So without further ado, we are going to go live to IMG Academy and bring Ralph into the broadcast. What's up, Ralph? Welcome into the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, Ralph, who do you have around you here today?
I got my first two, my teams behind me, and then my first two coaches at IMG, Coach Allen and Coach Elijah, here with me right now.
And you are you're making some history today, Ralph, because you are the first player from Bermuda to ever announce live with us. And I know your mom was planning on being with you in person for this special day, but unfortunately, because of the hurricanes in the Atlantic Ocean, she was not able to. So we are bringing your mom into the broadcast. Let's welcome in, live from Warwick Academy in Bermuda, Shanae Scott and the rest of the family. Shanae, welcome to the broadcast.
Hey, Adam, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And now, normally this is the part in the show when I would ask Ralph to recognize all his family and friends, but since you guys are back in Bermuda, please tell me about some of the people that are with you here to celebrate Ralph's decision.
All right, so to my left, I have Ralph's grandmother, Carla Scott, his grandfather, Ralph Scott, his aunt, Shari Scott, and then behind us, friends and family, old classmates. Say hi, guys.
Very cool. This is awesome. Some history being made right now on the channel. Ralph, I know you were hoping that your friends and family from back home could be with you here today, but what does it mean to have them gathered together at home, at least to watch you virtually on this very special day?
It means a lot. It definitely shows the support that they have for me and the love. So I'm really glad that they're able to be here, even if it's not in person.
All right. Now let's talk a little bit about your journey of how you came to IMG Academy and just what the last few years have been like in your own words.
It's been different for sure. It was a unique process in me getting to IMG and then, being able to get here and play at such a high level compared to where I was before is definitely a great opportunity.
And this summer, you were as hot of a name as anyone on the circuit, whether it was, with the NBA Academy games or on the Adidas circuit. Tell me about that specific stretch of time when college coaches really started to come out and your stock really exploded. What was that like for you?
That was really exciting. Obviously everyone dreams of getting to that space and being able to do that. So really excited to just have the opportunity to do that and compete and perform at a high level.
All right. Now, before we get to the announcement at hand, I want to give you a moment to thank anybody who has helped you get to this point in time. So the stage is yours, whoever you would like to recognize, and then we will bring it back for the big announcement.
Thank you. So firstly, I'd like to thank God for this opportunity and the blessings that he's given me, because without him, none of this would have been possible. I'd like to thank my grandpa. He's the best trainer, coach, and father figure that I could ever ask for. And him pushing me every day to be as good as he knows I can be. It's just been so great for me. My mom, I want to say thank you for supporting me and believing in me when no one else did. You helped me through injuries, put me through school, and cheer for me whether I had 2 points or 20 points. I want to say I'm forever grateful for you and your sacrifices that have been made. To my grandma, I want to say thank you, Misi. I want to say thank you for being my number one supporter, my best friend, and all the prayers and love that you've shown me over these years have guided me to this point and this opportunity. To my auntie, you're the best hype woman, planner, manager, and super fan that I could have. I'm very grateful for you supporting me towards this moment and just helping me fit in. Thank you to all of my coaches that have coached me over the years and helped me develop, and all the knowledge of the game that they've put in me, allowed me to get where I am. And to my friends and teammates who have made the tough days a little bit easier and provided me with great memories. Thank you to my country, to Bermuda, and the people for supporting me through all of this and believing in me. So this is a great opportunity. And then finally, thank you to all the coaches that took time to recruit me in this process. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity. I can only choose one.
All right. Well, Ralph, you said it there yourself. You can only choose one. Where are you going to be playing your college basketball?
I'm going to be playing my college basketball at University of Tennessee.
All right. Now, Ralph, this is normally the time when I would ask you why you picked the University of Tennessee. And I'm going to ask that. But first, I'm going to give your mom a chance to say to you now what she would have said if she was sitting right next to you where she was supposed to be. So, Mom, what words do you have for your son right now?
Ralph, I am extremely proud of you. Your maturity in all of this process is mind-blowing for me. So I'm proud of you, and just keep working hard, stay humble, keep going first. And
all right, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Ralph, we're gonna go back to you. Now tell me, what was it about Tennessee that made them stand out to you in this recruiting process?
Definitely the environment that was there. It was a very family environment, very close-knit group. And obviously, I was able to build a great relationship with Coach Barnes after just meeting him for the first time on the visit, or just speaking with him for the first time on the visit, which was really impressive to me. And I just really cherished that bond that I was able to build with him.
And what would you tell those Vols fans who are watching online now and may not know anything about Ralph Scott? What would you tell them is coming to campus next year?
I would say you're getting just a guy who's willing to work, willing to put in the effort to be as good as he can be and help the team as much as he can. I feel like I've shown that through these last couple of years, and I'm just excited to work.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ralph, Shanae, this was absolutely awesome to be able to connect you guys and to share this moment with us. History was made here on the CBS Sports College Basketball page. From Florida to Bermuda, we couldn't be happier to bring you all together and to really commemorate this in such an exciting way. So thank you both for sharing it with us here, and congratulations to you both.
Thank you very much.
All right, everybody. Absolutely huge news for Tennessee, landing Ralph Scott, a long-term prospect with just an immense upside. To help me break this down more, I'm going to bring in 24/7 Sports Director of Basketball, Eric Bossi, who can really explain what Tennessee is getting in their latest pledge. All right, Ebas, you saw it right there. History was, that was just super cool. But for the Tennessee fans who are watching, you got to see this guy this summer. And I know you and Travis Branham alike both came away extremely excited about what he could be in the long run. Tell Tennessee fans what they're getting when Ralph Scott arrives.
Yeah, so Travis called me and told me about him. I was out in California at an event, and he was playing in a non-main gym. So I made the drive out specifically to see him. And man, it's one of those things where anyone who's been in this business for any amount of time has a few aha moments. And it was one of those aha moments because I could see immediately why Travis was so excited about him. He has the size. I think during his Tennessee visit, he measured in at just over 6'8". So he's a big wing. His athleticism stood out. He had a great looking corner jump shot. He was fluid in transition. And, you just saw, you're like, okay, this guy looks like a potential high level 3-and-D prototype guy. He could put the ball on the floor a little bit. He defended. He was switching 1 through 5. He just did everything. And he just had really what stood out to me is he just kind of had a spirit to him on the floor and a way he carried himself that you can tell when a kid is having fun and really enjoys being out there. And that makes watching them a lot more fun. And he gave off that vibe. And it was then talking to him afterwards, he was so new to all this. He was just starting to get offers. So there had been no spoiling. There had been no highly ranked or, people kissing his butt or anything. He just was a kid from Bermuda given a chance to make an opportunity. He was taking it and running with it. It was really cool to see.
And that's exactly what you get when you meet people from Bermuda. They are so kind. They are so humble. He's such a great representative of that. Bossy, talk to us a little bit about the roster construction approach at Tennessee. Maybe who's next, how they might utilize Ralph. What do Tennessee fans need to know about how he fits into the bigger picture?
It's interesting because I don't think Ralph is entirely too similar to any of the wings that they've had in the past. He's definitely not a Nate Ament type, different style player. He's different than a Josiah Jordan James. There's plenty of guys they've had. Maybe the closest guy that he's been to would be like Julian Phillips a couple of years ago. But he's a guy that they're not going to put in a box. He's going to play multiple positions for them, defend multiple positions for sure. They're going to try and get him corner jump shots. They're going to try and get him out and transition and get him lobs. And defensively, they're going to really rely on him to switch around a lot of places. But like I said, he's a guy that is a little bit new for the style of player they've had and not necessarily someone. To set expectation, it's good to be able to take a previous player and say, hey, he plays like this guy. But there's really not that one guy that you can point to. But I know that they're super excited about him. And their biggest thing is just get this guy on campus and just let him grow because they know he's got talent. And ultimately, I truly believe he's got the potential to one day play in the NBA in a few years.
Well, I'll tell you what, the long-term upside is absolutely off the charts. And this broadcast was so much fun to be able to connect him and Mom, to get your reaction, Ebos. This has been great. You can get lots more coverage, including more analysis from Ebos. Head on over to 247sports.com. You can find the commitment story there with further insights from Ralph, who spoke to our own Travis Branham. Go there, 247sports.com. And while you are there, use the promo code COMMIT65 to get 65% off annual VIP memberships. Thanks so much for watching.